Let's bring in Trump 2024 National Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt and Axiom Strategies' Aaron Perini. Thank you both for coming in. I want to play some Karine Jean-Pierre, what she said about the Easter Trans Day conflict.
Every year for the past several years, on March 31st, Transgender Day of Visibility is marked. This year, March 31st just so happens to be also Easter, the date of which changes every year.
I mean, there are 28 related days that the White House can point out, these transgender days, whatever they are, Karoline. The question is, could you not have just moved it to Monday? I mean, it's been in existence for 15 years. We've been celebrating Easter for 2024 years. Could we have not maybe just budged it a day?
They absolutely could have. This was a deliberate choice by Joe Biden's White House to appease the far left activists and to slap Christians in the face across this country and across this world, to mark the holiest day on the Christian calendar as Trans Day of Visibility. And Joe Biden's White House knew exactly what they were doing here, but Joe Biden himself may have not. When he was asked at the Easter egg roll today if he did this, he said he did not. So Joe Biden either doesn't know what his own White House is doing, or he's lying. We called on him to apologize. We're still waiting on that apology. We won't hold our breath because this is a larger assault on Christianity. The DOJ has convicted pro-life protesters. The FBI has plotted to infiltrate Catholic Mass. And we cannot forget the heinous image of a transgender activist on Joe Biden's White House South lawn, flashing themselves, exposing themselves. This is what they believe in.
And the president might be right. Maybe he didn't know that they were doing this. But if you put this up here, this is just kind of a contrast I want to show you, Aaron Perini. In 1959, if we have this picture up here, there were 3 crosses on Easter on the New York skyline. Look at that. And this year, there were no crosses, but there were 13 New York landmarks that were lit up, including Niagara Falls and Penn Station, for the Trans Day of Visibility. We have come a long way, Aaron Perini. It's just amazing how different it is today than it used to be.
Absolutely. There's a major ideological shift that's existed within our country, and we've seen that not only through administrations, but through generations. And it's really sad to see that the White House is refusing to accept any culpability for what is seen, especially by Republicans, conservatives, and Christians, as an attack on Easter. To Karoline's point there, when discussing the FBI, the DOJ, the continued harassment of those with Christian conservative beliefs by the Biden administration and by his agencies, this is just another example for them to say, look at what is happening to us. We should be able to practice our faith without prosecution by the federal government.
Yeah, it's interesting, too, because you think about the optics, Karoline, and you go back to last week and you had the wake for the officer who was shot and killed, and you had Trump at the wake, and you had a few miles away the president of the United States holding a fundraiser, a celeb fundraiser, and then you have the Easter thing with the Trans Day of Visibility. It seems to me like the optics have been way off for this administration over the past 5 or 6 days.
And it's because all they care about is appeasing the far left activists in this country, not reaching out to common sense independents and Americans who believe in the conservative values that make this country great. Those values are faith, family, and freedom. And those are the values that President Trump's campaign is founded on. And that's why you see President Trump winning every single day of this campaign, whether it was that contrast in New York we saw last week, where he honored the slain New York police officer Jonathan Diller, while Joe Biden was laughing it up with limousine liberals or out-of-touch elitists, or whether it was a few weeks ago when I was with the president in the great state of Georgia when he consoled the family of Laken Riley, whose beautiful daughter was killed by an illegal immigrant, while Joe Biden apologized to the illegal immigrant. Joe Biden stands for criminals and illegal immigrants. President Trump stands for the American people, and that's why he's leading in the polls.
15 seconds, Aaron. Wrap us up on this.
It's very clear that Joe Biden and his administration have done an absolute masterclass in making themselves look like they are not on the mark. Whether it's the White House Easter egg roll or the number of issues we continue to see with Israel and the war with Hamas, this is not an administration that is on the ball. And that is why you see, as the left-wing media likes to say, Republicans seizing on that and taking control not only in the polls but in the national narrative.
Yeah, Aaron Perini, Karoline Leavitt, thank you both for coming on. We very much appreciate it.
In the soft embrace of morning light, rocky and warm yet hopefully sight. A whisper of promise, a sense so sweet, reviving energy with every heartbeat. Oh yeah, stumbling down the stairs with grace, favorite mug and cherished embrace. Each sip, a dance of enchantment, caffeine's elixir, a daily enchantment. Coffee in the morning, my lifeline, guiding through life's chaotic design, finding every sip of morning zest. In that brew, I find my best. The morning sun, a gentle caress, bathing the world in warmth no less. A symphony of flavors in every pore, awakening senses, a ritual to adore. The kitchen hums a quiet tune as dreams unfold not too soon. Pouring the elixir, stories take flight. In the world of coffee, my spirit alights. A mug cradled, a vessel of tales. Each sip, a dialogue as morning unveils. Bitterness, a new world of tales. As the day unfolds, a caffeinated tale in morning symphony, where moments prevail. Coffee, my companion in the sunrise quest, in the ritual of morning, my eternal zest. The world awakens, a canvas so bright, in the palette of dawn, a captivating sight. A dance of flavors, a morning trance. In the world of coffee, life's sweet romance.